Welcome to Newscorp Australia Production and Logistics. I'm passionate about safety and I want you to be passionate about it too. Nothing we do in the workplace is worth being injured. Our safety mission, we are committed to looking after our own and each other's safety in the workplace, acknowledges the responsibility we all have at work. This induction video will give you a clear understanding of how you can contribute to achieving a safe work environment for all employees, contractors and visitors to our production and logistics sites.
Newscorp Australia clearly articulates its intent and commitment to workplace health and safety through specifically developed policy and procedures. This policy highlights and details the way in which we manage and execute responsibilities in relation to workplace health and safety. The policy can be found on the Newscorp Australia intranet and displayed within your workplace. All Newscorp Australia employees, labour hire personnel and contractors must be familiarised with their duty of care. Whilst at Newscorp Australia, you must take reasonable care for your own safety and that of others. You must comply and cooperate with any reasonable instruction, policy or procedure so as Newscorp Australia can comply with the work health and safety legislation. Newscorp Australia has a duty to consult with you on any WHS matter which will or may impact on your workplace. Consultation is undertaken in manners such as formal committee meetings, toolbox talks and informal open discussions. This enables an opportunity for you to contribute to workplace health and safety. Newscorp Australia has an online system called PeopleSafe. All incidents and hazards must be reported to PeopleSafe as soon as reasonably possible and within 24 hours. Please see your leader or contact your WHS advisor for further information. If you have an issue or complaint regarding workplace health and safety, raise it first with your department leader and then your health and safety representative. If it's not resolved, then your local human resources advisor is the next person to speak to. Newscorp Australia has formal processes for issue resolution and is committed to resolving the matter. In the event of an injury or incident, first aiders are available to assist you. Medical assistance is available by calling the site emergency number or contact the nearest first aider. In the case of an emergency evacuation, such as a fire or any other threat, precautions have been taken for your safety and well-being. Please note that only staff trained in the use of fire extinguishers are advised to use them during an emergency, and only if they feel comfortable to do so. If you have become aware of an emergency situation, warn and remove anyone in immediate danger, if safe to do so. Notify your warden or contact security and stand by to wait for further instructions. When the emergency sound is activated, you'll hear the alert tone. You should shut down equipment and make yourself known to the warden in your area. When you hear the sound,
evacuate as directed.
This is the signal to evacuate. Please calmly proceed to the emergency assembly area via your nearest exit, leaving any personal belongings behind. The emergency assembly area is clearly marked on the evacuation diagrams located around the site. Once at the emergency assembly area, please ensure that you follow all instructions and that you remain there until advised by the warden. General work areas must be kept clean and tidy from rubbish and other safety hazards. Please ensure that all tools and equipment are returned to their designated areas when not in use. Amenities and general facilities are provided to you, so please ensure that you leave them in a clean and tidy state. Smoking is only permitted in the designated area. Please keep this area clean and tidy and use supplied receptacles for cigarette butts. Attending work intoxicated or whilst under the influence of illegal drugs is a direct violation of the Newscorp Australia policy and will result in a full investigation, pending disciplinary action. Many types of prescription drugs can inhibit your ability to perform your work. If you are taking medication that can make you feel drowsy or tired, you need to inform your leader. Newscorp Australia is committed to eliminating all hazards or workplace risks to as low as reasonably practicable. and to prevent them from occurring again via our risk management processes. Permits are required for accessing roof areas, entering a confined space, undertaking live electrical work, working above 1.8 metres without fall protection, or undertaking any grinding, welding or using an open flame on site. Most contractors will also require a clearance to work permit prior to undertaking work on site. You can find out more about permits by contacting your leader or the Newscorp Australia Contract Coordinator. Isolation is necessary when working on plant equipment or components, as to control them from being set in motion or releasing stored energy in the course of work activities. Ensure you follow isolation lockout procedures. Only operate or work around machinery if you are authorised to do so. When operating machinery, eliminate any hazards, such as securing loose clothing, long hair and jewellery. Ensure you follow procedures as outlined in Safe Work Practices or as instructed by your leader. Do not tamper with any device or system provided for the purpose of health and safety. Using mobile handheld devices for non-work related tasks is prohibited while working around operating machinery. If you need to use one of these devices while working in the area, notify a leader and remove yourself from the area, ensuring that the safe operation of that equipment is not compromised. Machinery and equipment come with safety guards to protect workers from being injured. Make sure all guards and safety devices are on equipment and operational. If guards have been removed, don't use the equipment and report the situation to your leader immediately. Workers can only access electrical and distribution panels where authorised and licensed to do so. All portable electrical equipment must be tagged and tested and connected via an RCD. All electrical cords are to be kept off the ground or adequately protected. Using compressed air may pose a threat if used incorrectly. Ensure correct PPE is worn at all times when using compressed air, and do not use air to blow down clothes or skin, and do not create dust particle hazards. Safety signs are in place to advise you of a hazard. Please pay attention to them as they are there to keep you vigilant about workplace risks. Newscorp Australia has mandatory personal protective equipment, or PPE, which must be adhered to at all times. Please observe and wear mandatory PPE as instructed or as signposted. These include hearing protection, such as earmuffs and earplugs, fully enclosed footwear with substantial uppers, toe protection and non-slip soles, appropriate gloves relative to the task, approved eye protection including safety glasses or goggles, which must be worn at all times in production or designated signposted areas, and high-vis clothing. Dangerous goods and hazardous substances must not be brought to on site without prior approval. Safety data sheets must be available and all provisions contained in the SDS must be complied with. SDS are located at or near the chemicals point of use. In the event of an environmental spill, Newscorp Australia provides spill kits, which are to be used in accordance with the instructions. When using compressed gas, bottles must be used, secured, transported and stored in accordance with safety instructions. Ladders are required to be in good order and appropriate for the task. Secure before use and maintain 3 points of contact, remembering to take care when ascending and descending. When manual handling, consider using alternatives that may help reduce the risk of injury. For example, break down items to lighten the load when carrying, or use 2 hands to lift goods rather than one, and use trolleys for large loads. Vehicles on site must adhere to traffic flow, speed limits, designated parking areas, and also give way to pedestrians. Pedestrians must stay on designated walkways to navigate around the site and give way to automated guided vehicles. Please ensure that you are aware of all mobile plant and equipment, such as forklifts and other mobile lifting devices. Make sure they are aware of you, particularly in shared zones, where mobile plant may cross your path. At Newscorp Australia Production and Logistics, we look forward to your positive contribution towards our strategic priorities and keeping people safe. For further information in relation to health and safety at Newscorp Australia, please contact your leader, supervisor or WHS advisor. Alternatively, contact People Connect on 1300 348 727.